everyone, welcome to this Flutter app development series in which you are going to learn how to create your applications using Flutter. This is lecture number 1 overview. At the end of this lecture, you will know what is Flutter framework, what are the benefits of using Flutter, why you should learn Flutter app development for creating your apps. We will learn about different terminologies that are used in Flutter such as cross-platform, then how apps can be run on multiple devices using a Flutter framework. At the end, we will know why to use Flutter frameworks than using other frameworks. Before creating your apps, you must know the fundamentals of Flutter framework in which you will create your applications. So what is Flutter? Flutter is a tool that is developed by Google to create natively apps for cross-platform using a single code base. Here the code base means that you can create applications using a single language, one language for both front-end and back-end. What does cross-platform means? So basically cross-platform means that your application is able to run on any operating system or any device. For example, we create applications using Flutter for Android, iOS, for web applications, and for desktop. So using Flutter, you can create cross-platform applications, which also means multiple platforms and platform independence. Now, when you create your applications, whether it's for cross-platform or for a specific platform, here are the 3 basic categories of applications. The first one is native application, the second one is cross-platform, and the third is hybrid application. When you want to create an application for a specific platform, for example, if you want to create an application for Android device only, then you can use Android Studio for creating your app. This type of application that are used to create specific platform applications using a specific language is known as native app development. And these types of applications are known as native apps. The second one is cross-platform. When you create application for multiple platforms using a single framework, whether it's for iOS or for Android, these type of applications are known as cross-platform applications. For example, using Flutter, you can create applications for iOS and for Android together using a single code. The next is hybrid app development. When you want to run your website on an Android device smoothly, then these type of applications are known as hybrid applications. Hybrid is a blend solution of both the native and web solution, which means that your website code can be used to run or create application for Android device. So these types of applications are categorized as hybrid applications. We have seen and learned about the fundamental or basic terminologies of Flutter. Now let's see the benefits of Flutter. Using Flutter framework for creating your applications, it provides you the following benefits. The first one is single code base for multiple platforms. This means that you only have to use one programming language for creating applications for multiple platforms at once. The second one is highly customizable widgets. Flutter framework provides you customizable or built-in widgets which include buttons, navigation bars, other components. These components can be used to create your activities or your application, and you can also customize them according to your need. The third point is performance. Now using the Flutter framework, it provides you fast execution and compilation time or speed, and when you run your application or emulator, it is faster than running your application in Android Studio. The next benefit is Dart programming language. In Flutter, Dart programming language is used for both the front end and the back end. Just like in Android Studio, you use Java for backend and XML for the UI designing, the front end. So you have to learn two different languages for creating Android application in Android Studio. But in Flutter, the biggest advantage of using Flutter framework is that you only have to learn one programming language for designing and for the coding, the backend and the front end. And the second feature is that if you already have some of the knowledge of Java, JavaScript, C Sharp, or C++ language, then it's really a great advantage for you to learn that programming language because its syntax is really easy to understand and it's quite similar to these languages. The next benefit is the cross-platform consistency, which means that your application will run smoothly and consistently on multiple devices. The Flutter framework is open source and free to use. You can download it and start creating your applications. Then last but not the least, you can create applications for desktop and web also. In the previous versions of Flutter framework, it allows you or provides the support for creating applications for iOS and Android, but now in the latest versions, you can create applications for web and desktop also. Now wrapping up, in this lecture we have seen what is Flutter, what are its advantages or benefits of using it, and we have also dive a little down in Dart programming language and what its role in Flutter app development. We have also seen some basic terminologies like code base, cross-platform, and different categories of applications like cross-platform, native applications, and hybrid applications that we will create in Flutter. Now, if you have any questions related to these topics in today's lecture, you can drop your questions down in the comment section below. By subscribing this channel, you will be able to get updated with the new tutorials and the upcoming lessons on Flutter app development. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next lecture.